Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. My soul waits for the Lord, more than those who watch for the morning, more than those who watch for the morning. That verse from Psalm 130 speaks so powerfully about waiting for God to act. The walled cities of Israel had watchmen in the towers looking for any threat of the enemy. How difficult must it have been to while away those hours of darkness, yearning for the morning light they could see and which allowed them to see. The repetition emphasizes their impatience. And we do the same thing. I know when I've had something worrying me, the problem always seems so much more difficult at night. At night, I might wake up and then get the problem on my mind, and then I toss and turn and get tangled in the sheets as I, too, watch for the dawn and hope for some resolution. Sometimes waiting for God can seem like that. As we have entered Advent this week, our own time of waiting and hoping, we are looking at Bible people who were called to wait for God as well. And today we want to look at one who got no warning of what was going to happen and then had to wait as well. Today we want to talk about Mary. What a surprise it must have been to her to encounter an angel and to suddenly be told that she was going to have a child. Waiting for God to act is hard. Being surprised by God might be even harder. With her, God acted without warning. There was no anticipation, no hope other than the general hope that everyone had for a Savior. And then suddenly God was busy doing it. And it was going to happen through her. It's funny how sometimes we complain about waiting, and then other times we prefer to wait and have some warning about what was coming. It was an unexpected announcement that Mary would be expecting. You see, then for 9 months, Mary had to wait for Jesus to be born. And of course, there were difficulties and obstacles to be overcome. She wasn't married. What would her parents think when she showed up pregnant? What would Joseph think? Would they believe her story about an angel? And what about the townspeople? How must Mary have felt during those months of pregnancy? And then there was more waiting. Remember that the angel had told her who and what Jesus was going to be. Abraham and Sarah had to wait 25 years for God's promise of Isaac to be fulfilled. Mary waited 30 years for Jesus to begin the ministry and work that God had told her he was going to do. We have to wonder about her thoughts through all that time. When would Jesus begin to show who he was? How would Jesus begin to show who he was? Waiting all those years and trusting all those years that God had indeed worked through her. We stand in the tower even now, looking eagerly for the first light of God's day dawning. We wait. We yearn. God comes. Thanks for watching. And remember to let this day belong to God.